Hi everyone, it's Lisa with InkandInspirations.com and welcome to week 3 of the 12 weeks of Halloween. And this week I am going to be using some new products from the Stampin' Up! Holiday Catalog, which goes live on September 5th, 2018. I'm using this little image from the Trick or Tweet stamp set and some of the Toil and Trouble Designer Series paper and this beautiful ribbon that's in there for Halloween. Look at the sparkles on that. So pretty. Okay, so we're going to make this little bag. I've seen it around for several years and I've always wanted to try it. So we're going to make that this time for our Halloween tree. And you're going to start with a piece of 6x6 Designer Series paper. This is again from the Toil and Trouble Designer Series paper collection. And what we're going to do is, if you have a directionality for your pattern like this, if I was using the bats, most of them are, I mean, it's all scattered, so it really doesn't matter on this, but if you have a directionality, you would want to put the bottom over here to the left to start your scoring. And I'm going to take my stylus and make the first score on this side at 1 3/8 inches. So let me make sure I'm getting this right. 1 3/8. Okay. And then I'm going to turn it where that score line is toward the top here. And then on some of these scores, we're just going to go just to that score line that we did previously. So this first marking is going to be again at 1 3/8, but I'm going to stop at that score line. So I have my finger there and I'm going to stop. Okay, the next one is at 2 3/4. And so this one is going to go all the way down. The next one is at 4 1/8, and that one just goes to the score line right there, and then to 5 1/2, which will go all the way down. Okay, let's put the Simply Scored away, and we're going to fold on these score lines. This is a fairly small bag, but it's just the right size, and I'll show you what I'm going to put in it in just a bit. Okay, and so now I'm going to make sure that's folded up, and then these partial scores, I'm going to go ahead and crease there and there. Okay, and now you have a small rectangle here formed by those intersecting score lines, and so we're going to cut that off. Okay, then we're going to cut up to that 1 3/8 inch score on all of these markings we made. Okay, this is going to form the box bottom. All right, and so it's going to go together like that, and then we'll put the bottom together. So let's take some Snell adhesive and run it down this tab here. Then we'll take it and fold over just like that. Now we have to deal with the box bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm trying to find the back here, not that it really matters, that's going to be a side basically. Okay, and so put one tab in and then put adhesive on the remaining 3 tabs. Okay, like this. Okay, so put the one without adhesive down first, then come across like that, and those will all stick together, and then come in with your bone folder and press down. Okay, all right, so look at that. Isn't that a cute little bag? And look, I have some little organic suckers that I'm going to put inside, and this really I'm going to leave, I'm not going to shut it closed. I'm going to leave it like that. It stays pretty flat, and I think it's so neat looking. All right, so now we can embellish it So I have some crushed curry, and I'm going to punch a 2-inch circle. And then I have a piece of shimmery white cardstock, and I am going to stamp this little ghost bird that's going to say trick or tweet. And I'm going to ink up with StazOn ink because I'm going to be doing a little bit of watercoloring with my watercolor pencils, okay? But let's go ahead and punch it out with a 1 3/4 inch circle punch. Okay. All right, so I have some colors from the watercolor pencil collection. This is the original watercolor pencil, and I'm going to take the Daffodil Delight and color the little bird. And really, it's just like coloring book coloring, so it's really easy, and you don't have to totally fill it in, because then you can take your blender pen and just kind of spread that color around. Okay, cute and easy. All right, then let's take, I gave him green eyes. Okay, and I'm going to leave the sheet white, the ghost sheet, and then I'm going to color his beak in pumpkin pie and his feet. Okay, he's ready. Super easy. Okay, now we're just going to simply take and mount him over top here. Okay, and then I'm going to take that shimmery white cardstock again and take the Sentiment Trick or Tweet, ink this up, and I'm just going to stamp it down here. Don't need too much room. And then I take my paper snips and just simply cut that out, rectangle around it. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Okay, so let's get our little bag here, and we're going to take the little bird, and I'm going to put some Snell adhesive right down the center. You could also use our liquid glue, but for the sake of the video, I'm just going to use the snail. And then the Trick or Tweet sentiment. Just like that. And now I'm going to take some of this pretty glitter ribbon, black organdy ribbon, and it's about 12 inches long, and I'm going to just make a couple of loops like this. Okay, now to hold that together, I'm just going to use glue dots. I've said before that I used to staple a lot on these little treat bags, but with small children, you don't want them cutting themselves, okay? If you were doing it for adults or older kids, you know, treats, you could always use a stapler here. But I'm just putting glue dots to hold those little loops in place, just like that. Then, let's see, I want to trim this just a little bit, like that. And then I'm going to take another glue dot or two and just attach it to the top right here in front and make a fun little sparkly embellishment. Okay. There's our project for week 3. I hope you liked it. It's super easy and fun. It's got a different shape, and it's a good size. You could even put like the little snack bags of M&Ms or Skittles inside here. Just a good size, okay? It's about, this size ends up being about 4 3/4 inches tall. Okay? All right, if you have any questions, let me know. Visit my website for the project details with all the measurements. And if I can help you, let me know. Take care. Bye-bye.